Found everything?
I think so. But what is all this for?
More than one thing I've been after has been behind a barrier, so I've built a few devices in my day to get past them. This will operate on a similar principle, but we'll need to scale the payload up, significantly. Luckily, the forge here should be just the yield enhancer we need. I've written out some instructions for you to follow while I work on the more delicate components. This is a very precise device, so make sure you follow the steps exactly. There's also a tome there about how this forge actually works. Hopefully that helps as well. All right, now to just carefully tamp down the powder.
I'm in!
Bring me some of that powdered pyrites, would you? Trying to get the mix just right. That's everything. I'll let you do the honors, Commander. The others are going to stay here and focus on the main inquest force, which should keep them off our backs. So it looks like it's just the two of us.
Hopefully we're enough. We don't have time to wait for backup.
Met you at the top, but that giant statue is active again. We're going to have to proceed carefully if we're going to pull this off.
Let's hope this plan works. Doubt we'll have time for a second try.
Have I ever steered you wrong before?
We must have locked everything down. Now what? I think those are the controls over there. Hopefully they still work.
Iskarin, are you there? This place is locked down now. I can't even get to the barrier. There's some kind of gate control device here, but it's missing a critical component.
We often stored the magical signature of such devices in a separate matrix. A key of sorts, if you will.
Then where did they take it?
Vloxx'u could not have taken it with him inside. The gate was open then, was it not?
That's a good point. Must still be outside somewhere.
to avoid its defenses until I can find this key. This has to be it. Lend me your daring heart.
Finally! Now let's just hope there's still time. Lend me your daring heart. Did you give us enough time to get clear of this?
That depends on how fast you run.
That did it. Now I'd better hurry.
I'll stand watch out here and hold them off as long as I can. Good luck, Commander.
Just don't get yourself killed, all right? Am I?
Bow your head, for you walk in the footsteps of the divine. You have been chosen for this blessed cause, to lead and guide this world as only we can. But the mantle of divinity is heavier than you can know. These trials will determine if you are strong enough to bear it. We are glorious essence housed in meager shells. But what have you done with what you've been given? To exalt one's spirit, one must first exalt one's body. Have you elevated it, that your soul might be elevated with it? The trials will answer for you. If your flesh fails you, take comfort that your spirit will be burdened by it no longer. We must base our choices always on reality, and our senses are the only method we possess to perceive it. No matter how the mind grows, that connection to the material world must stay honed as well. Once the mantle is taken up, it will never be lifted from your shoulders. Do you have the fortitude to carry it, no matter what befalls you?
Element of water.
One must have the capacity for contemplation, but also the insight to know when expediency is required. Great wisdom is of no use if the problem outruns you.
Swift and steady.
More facets than our eyes can perceive. We must be willing to change our perspective instead. When the path already exists, will your eyes help you find it, or lead you astray? The nimble one's feet often outpace their mind. The graceless one's wisdom is too slow to act. Can you take each step only once you are certain of where to place it? Strength of the body is the vital partner of strength of the mind. Many are the problems that cleverness cannot solve, but vigor and might can. Above all else, remember this. Power is the only truth. Your body has not failed you, but that is always the lesser danger. Will your mind fare as well? Return to the center and ascend. The trials continue.
How much more of this is there? I really hope I'm not too late to stop him.
Many a scholar or sage has walked this path, only for their mind to shatter when faced with the scale of eternity. Do you have the intellect to comprehend truth, the wisdom to use it, and the willpower to survive it? The answer exists already. The trials will merely reveal it.
For all your life, you've been trying to solve a puzzle while only seeing a small fraction of it. When you finally see the full scale of eternity, will your mind be able to decipher it?
I'm in!
temptations faced by the exalted. But we must never lose sight of our purpose. Divinity belongs only to those with the strength of will to sacrifice everything else.
Take that!
Swift and steady.
I feel furious!
Not enough energy. My pain is easy.
Scorch this! Element of water, attend me!
To understand all things, we must remember all things. Knowledge learned but forgotten is of no value. Great knowledge without great cunning.
You have passed your trials, blessed chosen. You stand now.
Now let the dawn escape. May you reach true power on the other side.
Lend me your daring heart. Vloxx'u!
The mantle is as heavy as they said. And the scope of the vision is even more vast. Come, Commander. You do not need to be afraid.
Director! You've done it? Well, you don't look very different. No matter. You've accomplished your goal. Now it's time to elevate the inquest as well.
I would sooner elevate a cockroach to rule over Tyria than you and your inquest.
What? How dare you? This is my right! I am the true!
You are nothing. Your atoms are lesser for being part of you. I should change their pattern into something better. Unfortunately, I see now that the equations of reality will just make more mistakes like you. But those equations, too, can be changed.
You won't get away with this! The inquests are mine! Do you hear me?
Then take them.
So, what now?
I have been trying to cleanse the water at the mouth of the delta when the poison enters at the wellspring. I can remove the corrupt from power, but more will just take their place. The crack isn't just in them, it's in everything. There is an error in the code of creation, propagated outward from the very beginning, and I can't explain it. I couldn't have understood it myself before now. My vision was too narrow to see that the flaw is fundamental.
What does that leave? If the crack is in the foundation of reality, then
I'm going to repair it. One change, and I can be done. This is it, you see? The chance to reforge Tyria into something unbreakable. The culmination of everything we've worked for.
it sounds like you're talking about altering the very nature of existence, Vloxx.
Yet, if I do not, we will stay trapped in this cycle forever. Until oblivion overtakes us. I will not let us walk quietly into the dark. Not while I have the power to stop it. Don't worry, Commander. When you see it as I have, the magnitude of the problem, you'll understand. I must go ahead and prepare. But I will wait for you there. You deserve to see it. Tyria's salvation is as much your victory as mine.
Vloxx, wait! This isn't how you save the world.
Rare loot.